that we have to come together, that we have to get along with the other side, or we have to come to terms and speak with one voice. But somehow, some way, while you were doing that, I felt like you left your own voice out of that equation. I felt what you did was not take, you did not take any ownership of what happened in your fucking state the other day. It became a black versus white thing as opposed to, maybe I need to be a leader. You didn't lead us. You, as a matter of fact, I don't even think you've been to one of these events. Not one. I won't even talk Democratic or Republican. I won't talk any of that. But what I will say is this. I'm done listening to words, and so I have a request. And I haven't talked to all of my friends, so hopefully all of my friends are okay with this. I have a request. Now keep those arms up. I want you to meet with some of our black leaders of our choice. You see us here. You want to talk peace. You believe that we should all be unified as one. You believe we should all talk with one voice. And somehow, some way, the opposing team, somehow, some way, never even showed up. There's white people here. But Governor, they're on our team. They're on our team. So this is my official request, if you want to call it a request. Ask, if you want to call it an ask. This is my official ask of you to talk that same talk that you did when WCAX was pointing a camera in your face. You wanna have a conversation? Have a conversation with us black leaders. There's people here from Black Perspective out of Burlington that have been putting up amazing numbers as far as turnout goes when it comes to these events. There's people in Newport, Vermont. Noel out in Montpelier, obviously. You've got real black voices, real black leaders, people that are doing the groundwork. You got Alicia from Southern Vermont, basically? Yeah, you know. I got that wrong, sir. But that's the only thing I've gotten wrong this whole time. Understand, we are asking you to meet, to officially, and I don't want to do that. You're not going to like this, sir. You better have some sanitizers, all that shit. I'm asking to meet in the House. We should have to continue to stand on this lawn to have this discussion. We're peaceful. In fact, let me I don't even know what the term would be. Let me call out the situation that like we all definitely saw, but nobody wants to call it out because yes, they don't have the mic, but this guy does. I can't help but notice one of your people decided to walk out the front door when all of us turned in that direction. I don't know how. Hold up. We don't need to boo. We don't need to do any of that. We're respectful. I don't see how when we turned our energy towards you, how that was a threat. I don't understand how that was a threat. I don't understand how that was a threat. I can't help but notice, thank you. I can't help but notice that on August 1st, the governor, our very own governor, said that fucking masks were mandatory, but the people that work for you apparently don't have to wear one. Leadership. 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 I'm asking you to speak to us because we do have one voice. This side of the equation does speak with one voice. It doesn't matter how dark we are. It doesn't matter how straight we are. It doesn't matter how queer we are. None of that shit actually matters. On behalf of everyone here, I am asking, be the leader that many people assume you are. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking like he's fucking standing right there. He is. Be the leader that people assume you are. Keyword, assume. Because right now, when it comes to this shit, I haven't seen leadership at all. Like none. Zero. I'm gonna have everybody turn back around real quick. I'm almost done. I promise. Just a couple quick announcements. August 22nd, and August 22nd. Today, are you out here actually? Where's the oh, there he is. Come out here real quick. Give it up for Messege real quick. So real quick, I want to actually, you know what? Real quick, I need you, Zenavia, real quick. If I could get Zenavia, Noel, where you at? Anybody that actually works with Black Perspective and/or works with Noel, if you guys could come to the front. Anybody? Oh dang, Noel, you're a Lone Ranger, huh? Anybody that's worked with myself, Ashley, please come up as well. It's all of you, actually. That's the whole thing. My bad, I should have been a little more clear on that. Listen. Guys, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the arguments, I'm telling you right now, this shit hasn't always been smooth. I promise you that. All of us up here, we're individuals. We're individuals, okay? That's the biggest thing that I want you guys to understand. We're all individuals. Of course, we have different opinions and shit. But what we're trying to ask all of you to do, we're trying to ask you guys to not treat us as a group of people. Treat us as a group of individuals. Understand, she has opinions. Understand, I have opinions. Understand, Z, Trey, we all have opinions. It has not always been smooth. If there's one thing that I've learned, and I thank Zenavia for it. If there's one thing that I've learned is, you know what? I really don't always get along with women of any color. Any color. And the reason why that is because as a black man, when you're growing up, you're battling every day. You're battling to just be heard every day. So when someone's physically trying to help you, somebody's physically trying to teach you, somebody's physically trying to literally be with you in one situation, it's so difficult to come off that. And I'm learning each and every day how to be a better person because of that. And that shit's fucking hard. It's hard. I wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for Z. I was actually thinking of a conversation that her and I had a couple weeks ago. I think it was a couple weeks ago now, but like we were in Battery Park, and I mean, it was like the Olympics. Her and I were like circling that bitch, like, bah, bah, bah. And we were just talking about like our indifferences. We were talking about like where I went wrong. We were just literally talking about how we can do more for each other collectively and become better as people. Hold up. That leads me to do something that makes me very vulnerable. There's a woman that works for the Burlington City Council. She's a dope ass woman. Like she really, like, give it up for her real quick, please. I want to say her name, but I might botch it. Zoraya. There we go. Listen, hold up before you clap. I don't know where Zoraya is. Oh, there she is. Perfect. Guys, listen. I had a conversation with her when tensions obviously were high because of all this shit. I had a conversation with her. It started on Facebook, and it trickled into the DM, and not in a positive way. I owe you an apology. The reason why I owe you an apology is because I went to a place where I wanted to put my trauma on full display and blame you for that, as opposed to realize that while I was doing that, I may have been triggering yours. I want to apologize for the fact that as a black man, our number one priority should always be to protect black women. I think all of us can honestly, easily judge situations and just assume that we're a group of people that are trying to get you guys to fucking listen. But I've learned during this process that as black people, as black men, excuse me, we have such a long way to go when it comes to communication. Like, we really do have a very, very, very long way to go when it comes to communication. And I think that what I've learned throughout this process is it's actually okay to go through some shit. It's really okay to disagree. It's really okay to not agree at all. But we can't give up on our people, on our sisters, because that's literally what we're trying to change. White people, Denise, excuse me, she gave up on us a while ago. I don't even think she was ever with us. So why in my deepest amount of, like, why deep down inside my soul would I give up on any of my sisters? I have no idea, and I really owe you an apology, so hopefully that's accepted. Perfect. She gave me a heart. That's great. Perfect. But give it up for her, honestly. Give it up for her, honestly. Last but not least, okay? My brother Rajni, Messege, actually, this is a perfect time to bring this up. So, August 22nd, they're putting on a poetry slam of some sort in, like, Burlington. I don't know exactly where it's going to be. I don't want to give you the wrong information. I'm assuming it's going to be at Battery Park, maybe, possibly, I don't know. That is still up for debate. However, I'm almost positive all of you raise your hand if you actually typed in your email, and don't fucking lie to me. Do not lie to me. That's interesting. Is that everyone? Like, really raise your hand. Who? Perfect. There you go. That's what I need. Excellent. So to all of you who haven't yet, fuck you. Because I'm almost positive. Like, I was, like, very clear with, like, hey guys, don't do that. It's okay. I appreciate you. That means you got water smell. That works too. Now, hey, you're here. That's all. We appreciate you. Hey, give her a round of applause. We appreciate her. Absolutely. What I'm going to do, now that I have all of your emails, or at least most of them, I'm going to email blast you guys information about events, black events that are actually going on all over Vermont. I'm going to be present at all of those events filming. I'm going to personally have journalists that help me tell the truth about these events. We are no longer going to depend on Vermont Digger, Burlington Free Press, WCAX, WPTZ, Newport Daily, Barton Chronicle, fucking the Caledonia Records, fuck Albany. We're not going to depend on them to cover our events correctly. Because I'm telling you guys right now, listen up, this is real quick. If there is somebody from Vermont Digger, right? I don't know how many times I said fuck you, but if there's not a fuck you in that article, your journalists are terrible. Because that's pretty much all I've said. It's been a whole fuck you fest this whole time. So again, us, I want them, my people, my brothers, my sisters. I want everyone to understand we aren't depending on them anymore. I am a content creator. I am a cinematographer. I have literally, raise your hands if you've literally seen me at events before. If you haven't, you fucking haven't been to enough events. I literally have been there. I literally have been there. Been there, creating the true vision behind what actually goes on here. So I do not, like, guys, do not go to Vermont Digger to try to find out. Like, I'm not saying boycott Vermont Digger. I'm not saying boycott WCAX. But what I'm saying is this: when it comes to our events, if you want the truth behind what actually happens, come to my page and watch how I'm going to amplify these black voices, because they need to be amplified. I'm coming out with a documentary. There is a Kickstarter for that documentary. I'm not even trying to give myself a fucking shout out, but it's the truth. We're going to tell the truth about all of these individuals that literally live here. Last but not least, I'm almost positive we are not done yet.